I didn't quit YouTube because I failed. I quit because I understood something most creators never will. In the digital wilderness, the roar of the crowd is deafening. Never quit. Hustle harder. Post more. These are the survival calls of a world obsessed with perpetual motion. But there is an older, quieter wisdom, Stoicism, that teaches sometimes walking away is the strongest move a man can make. It's not surrender, but a declaration of inner sovereignty, reclaiming focus, peace, and power from external forces. Today, I'll share 8 hard Stoic reasons that changed how I see success, attention, and myself. Subscribe to Arev. This channel is about mental strength and truth, not motivation. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." I forgot this. I became a hunter chasing the algorithm, a phantom, unpredictable and uncontrollable. My sense of worth was tied to numbers, views, likes, subscribers. Each video's fate felt like a verdict on my value. I was a prisoner to analytics, my mood rising and falling with the digital tides. The Stoics teach true freedom is mastering your internal response, not chasing external validation. I realized the platform was controlling me, not the other way around. The chase for validation is endless, a race with no finish line. Quitting wasn't giving up on my work. It was giving up the illusion of control over anything but my own mind and actions. That was the first, hardest step back to myself. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has little, but the man who desires more, that is poor." In content creation, attention is currency. I became addicted to it, measuring my days by views and likes. The hunger for attention is a subtle poison. At first it feels like connection, but soon you crave more and more. The Stoics sought purpose, not applause. Purpose is an internal compass, not a weather vane spinning for public approval. I found myself performing, not creating, altering my message for engagement, not truth. When attention is the goal, your soul is the price. Seneca's words echoed, "I was poor, not from a small audience, but from insatiable desire. To find purpose, I had to starve the part of me that fed on attention. Fulfillment had to come from the act of creation, not its reception. Success became the quiet satisfaction of acting with integrity, not chasing numbers." Stoicism is about distinguishing what we can control from what we cannot, and responding with reason, not emotion. YouTube trains you to react. Analytics spike, you're elated. They dip, you despair. Comments demand emotional energy. I was in constant high alert, reacting to every stimulus, envy, defensiveness, anxiety. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." I surrendered my judgment to the platform, living in low-grade panic. This is the opposite of the Stoic inner citadel, a fortress of reason. Quitting was a strategic move to regain clarity and stop reacting. I needed silence to hear my rational mind again. It wasn't running from a fight, but choosing the right battle control over my own mind. By stepping away, I reclaimed my power of judgment. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen twice as much as we speak." The Creator's world demands constant output, no time for quiet contemplation. My mind became a content factory, always churning, never resting. Stoicism teaches that silence is a crucible for character. In silence we reflect, learn, and grow. I was speaking so much I stopped listening to others and to myself. The performer's voice drowned out the inner voice of reason. Quitting was a choice to embrace silence, to let my mind lie fallow and listen again. True growth happens in quiet reflection, not in the spotlight. Character is forged in silence, not in the noise of the crowd. In the creator economy, visibility is prized, but the Stoics measure success by discipline, an internal invisible strength. Discipline is training the will, mastering impulses, acting with reason, even when no one is watching. I had to ask, if nobody watches, will I still respect myself? My discipline had become conditional, motivated by reward, not principle. The Stoic asks, is this the right thing to do? Not, will this get views? I shifted focus from outcomes I couldn't control to inputs I could. Effort, integrity, mindset. True discipline is forged in the dark, in unseen work. Quitting was my training ground for this kind of discipline. The enduring strength is a disciplined mind, not fleeting popularity. Seneca wrote, "Being busy is not the same as being useful." I was busy, researching, scripting, filming, editing, but was I making progress? Productivity is about output. Progress is about direction and genuine improvement. The pressure to post creates a bias for action over reflection, quantity over quality. I was running in place, mistaking activity for advancement. The Stoics value deliberate, purposeful action, not frantic busyness. My decision to quit was to stop running and start building. Slow, patient, unglamorous work. I traded the illusion of productivity for the reality of progress. Quality of character mattered more than quantity of content. As Seneca suggested, a ship sailing in circles never reaches its destination. In our culture, quitting is seen as failure, but Stoicism teaches quitting's virtue depends on the reason. To quit out of reason and principle can be an act of courage. A Stoic knows his resources are finite and must not be squandered on unwinnable battles. The wise general chooses his engagements. He withdraws when the cost is too high. My engagement with YouTube was compromising my principles. The great Stoics withdrew from toxic environments to protect their character. My battle was for my own mind and tranquility. The platform had become a battlefield not worth fighting on. Walking away was a strategic withdrawal, a conscious decision to conserve energy for what truly matters. True strength is knowing when to redirect your force. For me, the most Stoic move was to walk away. There's a difference between escape and a strategic retreat. A Stoic withdraws to regroup and return stronger. My departure from YouTube was an intermission, not an ending. In silence, I trained, reading, reflecting, practicing discipline. I learned to anchor my self-worth in my actions, not outcomes. The goal isn't a life free of difficulty, but to become strong enough to meet any challenge. I returned, not as a desperate creator, but as someone grounded and clear. The numbers and trends are still there, but they no longer control me. I'm here now to offer value, not to seek validation. I didn't quit to surrender. I quit to conquer. This journey wasn't about YouTube. It was about choosing to be ruled by inner principles, not external chaos. The Stoic path is hard vigilance, self-examination, and the courage to choose the harder right. If you believe self-control is power, silence is strength, and discipline is freedom, subscribe to Rev. This channel is for those ready to live by Stoic law. The greatest victory is won in the quiet citadel of the soul. The world will shout for your attention. Let it. Your task: remain steadfast, control the mind. Everything else is noise.